Hey guys, Konga here, and today I have a few replays of the Object 263, but the video isn't about the Object 263, it's about just talking, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about today, but I thought we'd keep it civil, keep it nice, but keep it truthful, you can be truthful and still be nice at the same time, as crazy as that sounds. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're just going to be diving into the game, diving into the channel, and just talking, because we haven't done this in a long time. We do this during live streams and such, but this is gonna be heart to heart. So I got sent a message from a CC. Well, it wasn't from a CC, but the message it was a screenshot of a message from a CC. And I'm not gonna say names or anything like that, or delve into exactly what was said, or anything like that. But the person was saying that she was saying, or he was saying, I don't know if it was he or she, that the game is only dying because it's old, and it has nothing to do with the developers, it has nothing to do with WWE, it has nothing to do with the updates or anything like that, and it's just because the game is old. And that's not true. A game dies because the developers stop producing updates that people want to play. That is how a game dies. And I don't need to say anything more than that, because no, that's not true. Yes, it is. Why did you stop playing the game? If you're not playing the game, why did you stop playing the game? Because the game bores you, because you don't want to play anymore. Well, if the developers were producing updates that would make you want to play, then you would want to play. You see? So that means they're producing updates that you don't want to play anymore. So yes, it is the developer's fault. If a game dies, it is the developer's fault. There's no question about it. So there's that. So that's just false accusation, false kissing the boots, licking the boots. The dirt off the boots of wargaming is pretty much what a lot of the CCs do. Not all of them, but many of them do. And that's just an example of that, where they're only there for the benefits, and they're not there, to make a difference in the game. They're just there to get free stuff. And that would be a CC right there doing that. And so that's a bit unfortunate. But let's get some examples here. Games like Minecraft have been around beta and alpha since 2009, since release 2011, and that game is still going strong. But one of the updates, it was update 1.9, when they sold their game to Microsoft. That was the most devastating update to the game. I had so many friends stop playing because of update 1.9, and that was when they changed the combat. And so the whole game changed because of that, because a lot of Minecraft is about the combat system. And when they got rid of that, yeah, the game changed, and a lot of people left, and yes, it did, and that was too bad. But then as the updates kept going, update 10, update 11, people started coming back because the updates were getting better, and people kind of got over the whole combat change. But a lot of OG players still play up to update 1.8, and they don't go past that, and that's me. I don't usually go past that because I like the combat system, and yeah, that's a perfect example of, yes, an update coming out that alienates a lot of the players, a lot of the OG players. Now they have a lot of new players, but they don't have their dedicated players still playing. And World of Tanks console is doing the same thing. They're alienating all their old players, but they're not bringing in new players like update 1.9 did. They alienated their old players on Minecraft, but they got a bunch of new ones, so the game survived. That's not happening here on console. The updates have alienated their old players and are not getting new players. And so now we can go back to the argument of, okay, well, the game is 6 years old. It's getting pretty old. People are just moving on because there are bigger, better games out there. Again, this is also not true. World of Tanks is unique. The only other competitor with a playstyle like this game is probably War Thunder, and that's it. There's nothing else out there that is competing with this game. What was the other one? Armored Warfare? That's just dead. Nobody talks about that game anymore. It's just gone. Armored Warfare, whatever. So they only have one game to compete with. Meanwhile, games like Fortnite, Battle Royale, well, I guess that is Battle Royale, Battlegrounds, the Battle Royale games. Let's see, Minecraft is the first game to have a true Battle Royale game mode. And then there was Dota, and then there was Battlegrounds, and then there was Fortnite, and now there's Apex, and now there's 2 different Call of Duty games with that. There's so many different Battle Royale games out there that are competing against each other. So of course they're killing each other off. Like Fortnite is now definitely dying compared to the other games. Apex was there for only like a month, and now it's kind of much smaller. They're still all really, really big, but they're all competing against each other. World of Tanks has no competitors, so to lose players is completely its own fault. So that's a little bit unfortunate there, because that comes into play right there. And I'm gonna use Minecraft as an example again. The reason Minecraft is doing, or did so well, is Minecraft developers did not come up with Minecraft Hunger Games or Minecraft UHC, which are two different kind of battle royales. It were the players, and that's because the game was so easily customizable for the players and so heavily influenced by the players that they could do literally anything they wanted. Fortnite is kind of the same way, not to the point where it's super customizable, but to the point where they listen to their community. Like, hey, this gun is overperforming. Okay, we'll remove it. Hey, we don't like this about the game. Okay, we'll remove it. Hey, we really want to see this. Okay, we'll add it. That was Fortnite, and that's why they did so well. Updates every single 2 weeks, or was it every 1 week? I can't remember. And they were good because they were always influenced by the community. And they were influenced by other games. They look at other games. Why is this game doing so well? Okay, this is why. In that case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of copy that. We're gonna use that to an extent. World of Tanks doesn't do that. They kind of just do their own thing. They ignore all the other games. They ignore the player feedback, and that's really not helping their game. We'll use my channel as an example. Why is my channel the biggest World of Tanks console channel? That was because I was looking at other channels, and I was copying them. Not to the point of, oh, I'm going to release the same exact video they did. No. Look at this guy. He's doing reviews. Reviews seem to be getting views. Then I'd like to do some reviews as well. Look at this guy. He's doing news episodes, and they seem to be getting some views. Like Des Games, he does news episodes, and those get him a lot of views. I'd like to do that too, so I do news episodes for World of Tanks. And I would team up with other YouTubers, Spartan Elite, SpaceBANDIT, Got a Dingy, Visha, the list goes on. Oh, Mad Friday. See, I've played with a bunch of these people, and I've made videos with a bunch of these people. You see, so it's got, I teamed up, is what I'm trying to say, with other competitors to make my channel bigger. And yeah, you're looking at Des Games. Like, he's got 200,000 subscribers. You only have 14,000 subscribers. So what you say means nothing. I've got 14,000 subscribers on console. The next biggest YouTubers on console, I more than double. And most of them only have 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers. I have almost 15,000 here on console. And it's not because my content is better than everyone else's. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. But it's just because I reached out to more people with it. Because I listened to my community. They tell me, hey, stop doing this. Hey, start doing this. Hey, can you do this? And I would. Or I would play with other people, and I would base some of my success off of their success. And I would base what I do off of what others do a whole lot of the time. And I'm not perfect. My channel is still evolving, and I just use the word there properly for what it means, because I'm still maturing as it stands. And yes, I've been very ragey in the past, and have still been recently, but not as much. I think a perfect example of how far I think we've come on this channel is the brick video. And I love the brick video that we just released, because we were playing a terrible tank. We were getting completely destroyed by matchmaking. We were getting completely destroyed by the fact that the tank is awful. We had terrible teammates. But holy cow, I had so much fun recording that video, even though the gameplay was awful. It really was. But I had so much fun. We were just laughing the entire time and just enjoying ourselves. And that's what I want this channel to be. I really, really do. And so I'm very happy with that video, which is the brick one. If you want to see it, it was on Friday. I think it was what it was. It was just really fun. Hands down, just fun. Just fun 3 games, even though that we were just destroyed, right? So there's that. And so what I'm saying to Wargaming is this is what they should do. They should team up with other people, like they have WWE and Hot Wheels, but they need to do it well. Like, if we look at Fortnite, they teamed up with the Avengers, and in the regular Battle Royale mode, you had to fight off Thanos, who had the Infinity Gauntlet, while also fighting off all these other players. Like, that's so cool. And then they introduced Star Wars, and then yet again, for Star Wars, they added lightsabers and TIE fighter crashes and stormtroopers, while also still fighting off all the other players. Like, there's so much you could do. It's so much fun. And I'm not into Fortnite, but that's cool. Here on World of Tanks Hot Wheels, they changed the garage and then reskinned some tanks that you can pay $50 for. That's what they've done. There's no cool mode where you get to play in the loop-de-loops or drive on the tracks. There's no cool racing mode. There's nothing. They haven't changed the game. The game is the same. As sad as that is, the game's the same. And you know, it's kind of disappointing. The updates aren't improving the game. The updates aren't keeping the old players. And that's unfortunate. It really is. And look, we're low enough profile to actually shoot the lower plate of the Jack Panzer. How funny is that? While face hugging. It's pretty funny. Can we do it again? We actually can. Look at this. But it just goes a bit high. But yeah, there's that. So I mean, it is what it is. And I'm hoping maybe some wargame developers watch this and whatnot. But they seem to just be ignoring the negative feedback and banning those people from the forums. It's rough. It really, really is. Any kind of negative feedback they just ignore. And the community gets angrier and angrier, and I encourage you guys not to get angrier and angrier. Just get nicer and nicer is what I say. Right? Just deal with the fact that they're idiots, and you know, send nicer messages to them. I say, hey, this isn't working, you know, vote here, vote there. I know Retro Jules just had a vote for +1 -1. We've had that as well, and somebody asked me, can you do that too? I was like, we have. My channel is a huge advocate for +1 -1. We have almost 15,000 subscribers, and they still don't listen. So trust me, we have done our very best to get +1 -1 into the game. It's 90% of the player feedback I have gotten has been positive towards +1 -1. They just choose not to put it in, which is, again, clear indication that the game is getting killed by the developers because they refuse to listen. They refuse to copy what other games are doing. Why was Fortnite such a success? It was because it was completely influenced by its community. Completely. Which, you know, is what games need to do nowadays, especially free-to-play games. The pay-to-play games don't need to last long. They just need to sell enough copies on release to afford the next game. World of Tanks does not have World of Tanks 2. It does not have World of Tanks 3. It is World of Tanks 1. It's just World of Tanks. There's World of Tanks on console, there's World of Tanks on Blitz, or on mobile, and there's World of Tanks on the PC. So there's World of Tanks on every platform you can possibly play, other than, I think, the Switch and Nintendo. But it's all still just one game. It really is. It's just one game. And PC is doing a fantastic job. Because, and why I say one game is because you can't get two different versions for console. You can't get two different versions for mobile, right? It's just one. You have one choice. So they've been dropping the ball. They've been dropping the ball. And yeah, there needs to be some kind of change, because games like this, where there's only one version, are designed to last a long time, because they're not preparing for World of Tanks 2 or Call of Duty 62, or, you know, whatever number they're on. They don't need to do that. Or Madden has so many games, MLB has so many games, NASCAR has so many games. There we go. That's it, though. We've said what we needed to say quite a few times. I think it's time we bow out for the video, not for the channel. We're not bowing out completely. We're not like, all right, we're done here. I never want to post a video again. No, not at all. Not that at all. Okay, but there's definitely some need for change, which the game is not getting, unfortunately. And it's sad, because this is probably my all-time favorite game, and I will miss it when it goes. And their current marketing method is just not working. They're just trying to scrape by to get to the next update, and without investing into a big change. And that's what they need to do, is they need to invest into a big change that will help the game, which they're just not doing. So instead, they're just doing little things which just make things worse. All right. that's it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out Space Bandit. Link in the description below. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.